So it's time to talk about Brett Cooper and her body language, but not exactly her body language. Her body language is important for this story, and we know that she is no longer in the comment sections. I was talking about this the other day. I wish her the best. I'm already subscribed to her new YouTube channel. I don't know if she has uploaded yet, but I'm sure that she's going to be very successful. I wouldn't be surprised that she's going to take a couple of weeks to get into top form and launch her own show. That would be just amazing. I love her delivery. Maybe a bit some fast for my taste, but the way that she addresses things is great. But we know that she was let go from the Daily Wire, and the comment section, that was her show, in which she began 3 years ago, now is being hosted by Regan. I forgot her last name. Well, this lady here. So I was curious about seeing the new host. How was her body language? And maybe you don't know Brett Cooper. I'm going to just play a very quick clip here about her body language, about her, so you can get the feeling. Maybe you have seen her a lot, but for those of you who haven't seen her, and for those of you who are just listening, or maybe you are driving, not you, Samantha, I know that you're not driving right now. Maybe you're driving and you're listening, just listen to her voice, to the cadence of her voice, the way that she delivers, her body language, and then we're going to compare with the new host so you see the same that I saw.
Like she's glowing and so much happier and so much healthier in all of her videos. And in a normal society, you would think that everyone would be supportive of this because this is objectively a good thing for the person that you're following. But actually, for months now, ever since this took place, there have been people criticizing her and accusing her of betraying the fat community because she lost this weight.
So yeah, that is her delivery. That is a very good example of Brett's delivery. And her body language is quite moderate. She uses all of her hands. She leans into the mic. She does these pauses. She uses her voice in a way that I wish I could do that. Of course, I'm still working on it. Maybe I don't talk as fast as her, and I don't want to, because some of you maybe already like my style, my accent, and stuff. But it's great. I like to improve my English. I would like to think that I can do that. But then I saw the new host of the comment section, and I noticed something. This is the new host. You're gonna listen to her, and after I play this clip, I'm going to address something which is kind of uncanny.
Welcome to a new chapter of the comment section, and I am your new host, Reagan Conrad. Now, some of you are probably asking, who is this chick? Where is Brett? What is going on? And those are all very valid questions. So before we get into today's episode, I want to just recap a few things with you all. Now, many of you have known me as producer Reagan. I've been working on this show for almost 3 years now. I started with Daily Wire fresh out of college with a journalism degree.
And I said, wait a second. I'm going to put at least a flattering, a frame is okay. I said, okay, I was expecting something different, right? Like you have Brett Cooper in the comment section. She is let go. The comment section as a show continues, and you have a new host. Her name is, she says her name here on the new host, Regan Conrad. Regan. Then she's the new host, and I was expecting, okay, I want to feel the vibe, right? For me, it's so important. This is so baffling to me. It's like this. I thought of this joke. Imagine that the Jesus Enrique Rosa show that I live. I am fired. I don't know how could I be fired because I'm my own boss. But let's pretend that I'm fired of the Jesus Enrique Rosa show. Okay, and a new guy comes to host the Jesus Enrique Rosa show, and that guy is, I don't know, is Jose Alberto Rosales. Hola, I'm Jose Alberto Rosales. I'm the new host of the, and you're gonna say, oh, okay, wait a minute. That's not how this works. That in principle, would be very hard because this show has my name, so it is literally me, right? But in the sense of the comment section, it was Brett Cooper who lifted that show into what it is right now. And at least you expect the new host to have a different delivery. I'm going to play. There's. I'm going to make sure. I'm going to make sure to cut the intro because we don't need it. I'm going to cut that intro. I'm going to play Brett's clip again. And I'm going to compare that with Regan's delivery so you can compare
like
again.
She's glowing and so much happier and so much healthier in all of her videos. And in a normal society, you would think that everyone would be supportive of this because this is objectively a good thing for the person that you're following. But
you notice her delivery, her body language, how she uses her hands and how she uses her voice. And now this.
Asking, who is this chick? Where is Brett? What is going on? And those are all very valid questions. So before we get into today's episode, I want to just recap a few things with you all. Now, many of you have known me as producer Regan. I've been working on this show for almost 3 years now.
For a second, this is the problem with AI. For a second, this is the problem with AI. I thought that this was some kind of experiment and that you had some kind of AI-generated avatar of not Brett Cooper with this chick. Okay, so that was my first impression. I've seen so many things with AI that you won't believe. I was on an access space this morning, listening to what the possibilities, and the way that she talks, the way that she uses her voice, the way that she uses her body language. Some say that okay, she was the producer. She was the producer of the show from day one. Regan Conrad has been the producer of the comment section, the show, from day one, from 3 years on. But even so, you expect a new host to, well, have her own style. It's as simple as this. It's like, it is very difficult. It is very difficult, and so many of you know this. Maybe you have been a fan of a band at some point. Tell me which band besides Van Halen has actually survived a change of singer. Which bands have survived a change of singer? Very few bands have done it. Very few bands have been able. Okay, one thing's what David Lee Roth and Sammy Hagar. Okay, I love some songs with David Lee Roth. I love some songs with Sammy Hagar. I am not gonna talk about Gary Cherone. Gary Cherone was great with Extreme, right? It was his band. I just forgot. I deleted for reasons personal. Maybe I will talk about those reasons. I forgot about that band. But changing the face and the voice of a band is something that, well, at some point it worked with AC/DC. At some point it worked with Black Sabbath. At some point it worked with Iron Maiden. I don't think it could work with if something ever happens to Metallica's James Hetfield. I don't think they could change James' voice. Impossible. Journey, G-War, so many bands. But that's important. That's something that we talk when we talk about music. Which bands have survived? Nightwish. If you have listened, I'm a huge fan of Nightwish, and I could say I love the Annette Olson era. It was different. Tarja is just amazing, is iconic, and Floor Jansen is out of this world. I think that there's different styles, but again, it is very difficult. In this case, let's go back to the comment section. In this case, you expect at least for the new host to not be a copycat of the original. And at this, what she's doing, trying to have the same delivery, it's something that you have to change. Have to Liner Skynyrd as well, Pink Floyd. Something, you have to be different enough. It's exactly like when Tarja Turunen left Nightwish. Nobody expected that anyone could fill Tarja's shoes. So Annette Olson had to do something. They had to do something completely different with Annette. I don't know if you are a fan of Nightwish, but it's like doing something completely different which is what makes sense when you have someone who is so iconic. In this case, Brett Cooper. That she is the show. She is the show. She is the show. There's no other way. Genesis. Okay, Genesis. We could talk a lot about Genesis. We talk a lot about Genesis. And, well, part of that drama is, thank you, the tag, Tic Tac, The Ranch XX. This story has me invested, though. Bridesmaid Regan Rochbat got to know Cooper before the show launched. They know each other. Regan was her bridesmaid before the show. After moving, they were friends. After moving to Nashville within a couple months of each other, the pair bonded over a shared quest, sourcing the best raw milk dealer. Their friendship deepened after Rohrbach accepted a lead role on the comment section team, and even more so after she spent time in Budapest with the bride. Cooper remained authentic to herself before and after the YouTube launch, said Rohrbach, echoed by bridesmaid and friend of 10 years, Lexi Di Benedetto. But if they were so close friends, there's a very good question. There's a very good question. If they were so close friends, then why didn't they at least make one show together? They should have done at least one, not one, maybe 1 week of shows together, like passing the torch. What's needed? Something that was needed. I'm going to show you this clip that I did a montage of both of them talking at the same time, so you can compare this in real time.
So much healthier
And I am
in
your
all
new
of her
host,
videos. And
Regan
in a normal
Conrad.
society,
Now, some of you are
you would
probably
think that
asking,
everyone
who
would
is
be
this chick?
supportive
Where
of
is
this
Brett?
because
What
this
is
is
going on? And those
objectively
are
a
all
good
very
thing for
valid
the person that you're
questions. So
following.
before we
But
get into
actually,
today's
for
episode, I want
months
to
now,
just
ever since
recap
this
a
took
few
place,
things with you all.
there have
Now,
been
many
people
of you have known
criticizing
me
her
as
and
producer
accusing
Regan.
her
I've
of
been working on this show for
betraying
almost
the
3
fat
years now. I
community
started with
because
Daily
You see, of course, the editing pacing is one thing. That's something that we cannot change. The background is pretty much the same. The studio is pretty much the same. That hasn't changed much. Brett had changes on lighting and colors. I think that the studio is just awesome, by the way. But yes, it's odd. And this era in which we crave so much authenticity, we crave the human experience. With this era of AI, we crave the human touch, the human experience, the human authenticity. That's one of the reasons I now do all my videos live, because I need that feedback. I need you to know I'm here. I have no script. I just have some videos. I talk about them. I try to give my insights. We have this impromptu discussions. And, well, the idea is that something that is going to be more and more scarce. How is it going to be scarce? Because of AI. Because AI is going to be, it's going to make you doubt. It's like when that clip of Justin Trudeau at the start is going to make you doubt that this girl, this lady here is real. Why? Because you begin to doubt what is real and what is not. This is an avatar. This is some kind of 3D put in place. And that's why they say that one has to be as authentic as possible. That's something that I have been trying in every single of my shows, and then trying to do it more and more, and especially have interaction with you. Interaction with you, which is so important. Like with Claudette, I wouldn't have it any other way, Jesus. Thank you, Claudette. Thank you for that. I appreciate. And this is what we have. They, the media, one knows that the answer lies in communities, in building communities. It's something that takes time and takes credibility and takes authenticity. When you take that away, or you just try to replace Jesus Enrique Rosas with Jose Alberto Gonzalez, and that is simply not going to work. It's simply not going to work. Maybe Jose Alberto Gonzalez can have his own show and live his own community. That's one thing. But when you try to, try to fool people into, well, this is a product, this is our brand, we're going to continue with the brand. No, I'm pretty sure Brett is going to be very successful with her own channel, because people are going to follow her wherever she goes. But I would love to know what you think about this in the comments. Let's